welcome to the channel. Who
Good
are
to
you?
be here. My name's Mark. I come from England and now I live in Sweden.
So what's with the obsession with all the Evos?
I always used to want an Evo. I'll tell you the story if you want.
Yeah.
Back in the mid-90s in England, all you had was Sierra Cosworths and they ruled the road. Nothing else could touch them. And then you started to see Subaru Imprezas coming from Japan, and then that got people interested, and the Fords weren't the best anymore. And then one night I was out in Manchester with my friends where I used to live, and a white Evo 4 with Japanese plates drifted round the main street, followed by a white Silvia with Japanese plates, both drifting. And you imagine like a 19-year-old guy, never seen anything like it, like a rally car on the road. It was the best thing I've ever seen. And the guy crashed the Evo into a car, and the police took him away, but left the car. So I spent Saturday night, not in a nightclub, drinking beer. I spent a Saturday night walking around this Evo 4, looking at the massive exhaust and the wing and everything. And that's where my love started. And then Gran Turismo came out, and I got Gran Turismo, and I bought my Evo in Gran Turismo. And then always wanted one, couldn't afford one, and the Evo 5 came out. That blew my mind. I thought it was like the greatest thing I've ever seen, like the Evo 4 on steroids. Still couldn't afford one, and then kind of forgot about them, and like life took over as it does, and then I started to get German cars and French cars and things. And then when I moved to Sweden, I saw one for sale, and the timing was right. The car wasn't right, but then this car came along, the silver one, and it just had to happen basically. So that's how I started. I got my first Evo 5 about a year and a half ago now. And then the second Evo 5 was an accident, kind of, because I didn't have a plan to get another one, but it had a lot of parts on it that I wanted to swap. This car's got a lot of good parts, so that car's not going to get bad parts, but that car has slightly better parts, and I want more power in this one.
Yeah.
So I bought the black one, and man maths, I don't know if you say that in Sweden, when you justify spending stupid amounts of money on things by irrational kind of reasoning. Man maths made perfect sense, because it's like, I'm getting a car that I can sell and lots of parts, so why not?
Yeah, win-win.
Basically, I'm winning. So that's how I got the second car, and I'm just waiting now to get the work done between the two. But because I have to do two cars, I have to pay twice the price. Yeah. So it's just waiting for the money and the time really to do it. But yeah, that's why there's two Evos.
So what have you done to this silver one? Because if we have followed you on Instagram, we have noticed you have done a lot.
Yeah.
But to the people that are not watching, could you tell us a little short brief of what you have done? Yeah.
So when I got it, it was a really low mileage car. It had coilovers. It had an Evo 8 rear diff, and it's got a 2.3 litre built motor running 506 wheel horsepower. But that was kind of it, because the guy who had it, he liked it stock, and I don't like stock. So since I've had it, I've had the carbon. I love carbon. So I got the carbon hood, full carbon interior, carbon trunk, new front bumper from Damned.
Really rare bumper to see here in Sweden.
Yeah. And the intercooler was new on the car, and the air filter, we can look under the bonnet and things. But then inside it's had custom dash that I did with the Max ECU, the Evo Sparco seats, the rear cage, and lots of weight saving. So I think I've saved about 160 kilos off the weight so far, because the lighter the car, the better it responds, and everything. So
could you show us the inside of the car?
Yeah. It's open. You can see under the bonnet.
Yeah, let's check the engine out first. Yeah, it's nice and clean here, I see. Yeah. Really nice setup. It's so clean, you have done really good work.
But you can see that it's an original manifold.
Yeah.
And the guy wanted it to look original.
Yeah.
Whereas the black car, when we look at the black car, that's got a tubular manifold and
Oh.
a bigger turbo, and it just looks more fun.
Yeah.
This looks stock. And
Yeah.
I want to change that.
That's true. That's true. Could you open
Yeah.
the interior
Sure.
so we can check that out as well?
It's very dark in here.
Yeah, but I have a good camera, so it's no worries.
So
Here we have the carbon door cards.
Yeah.
Nice. Really loving it. Hope you can see it with the Max ACU carbon here.
yeah.
Then this is actually one of the best things I like about this car.
Yeah.
Like when I saw this I was so blown away. Like another set of carbon door cards, and this my friend, this is so cool. Carbon back seating.
Yeah, rear seat delete.
Yeah, rear seat delete. Where did you get that?
It's a company in England called Rallytech, and they did the door cards, the rear seat delete, the bonnet,
Yeah.
and there's a spare spoiler over there, and they did that too. And everything I've bought has come from Europe or England, so it's took a while to. I mean, it took me 7 months to get the intercooler from Australia.
Whoa.
So that's why I've not driven the car hardly at all, because it's constantly in pieces.
Yeah.
But the last thing I did was, this came from England too.
Yeah.
It was the carbon trunk, and then this was literally painted about 2 days ago.
Whoa.
But it needs to be resprayed because I wanted Swedish-English translation.
Yeah.
Me not, jag pratar lite svenska men inte så bra. So people always speak English for me.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted a flat gloss black,
Yeah.
and he thought that meant satin. So
Ah.
he's going to make it gloss.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we are talking in English as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For
No,
Lord,
that's
for
good.
Lord.
I don't
Yeah.
have to do the subtitles
Yeah.
this time around, so that's really good actually.
But I do speak it. I understand Swedish.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't want to speak English. Like, my hope is that I can speak Swedish one day.
Yeah.
I have no loyalty to like the English language at all. But yeah, so if we open the boot, you
Yeah.
can see a little bit with the weight savings and things.
Whoa.
Oh, still got water in it. But we've got like the super lightweight battery.
Yeah. Nice.
That weighs 3 kilos.
Whoa, that's nothing.
Yeah, and then you can see like all the sound deadening's gone
Yeah, I
in
see.
the car.
Damn. I think this is the most stripped out EVO I ever have seen, actually. To be quite honest, it's so cool.
Yeah, I do love when the car comes together.
Yeah.
It's nice to see, but yeah.
So is this your dream car then? Your dream EVO?
I would say this is my dream Evo, my dream car. I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you're a car person,
Yeah.
there's so many cars you
Yeah,
want to own.
true.
But I think my dream car would be a CLK, DTM AMG. That
Oh.
would be my.
Yeah.
But financially, you'd never get one.
No,
Like, what
it's-
are they, like £250,000?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, sadly, they're too far away.
Yeah.
Now. But these are still within reach.
Yeah,
And you get
true.
such a lot of car for your money. So, yeah, I'm back into Japanese cars.
Yeah. So do you have any things that you want to say to anyone that's wanted to get into the cars? Like any tip or advice you would give to them?
That's a very good question. I would just say, like, when I was a kid growing up, and I always wanted cars like this and never knew how to get them. It's like, don't kind of give up on it. It's like you never know what the future holds and what you're going to be able to accomplish. So kind of don't worry if you can't do something now, because you may be able to do it in the future.
Yeah.
And tuning cars and playing with cars is probably one of the most like best ways to use time to me. It's like therapy
Yeah.
for me. I just if I'm stressed, I just come in here and make a bracket or make a piece of carbon or something, and it kind of helps me relax.
Yeah.
It stops my brain thinking about other things that it shouldn't think about because I'm focused on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love this car as well. It's so damn cool.
Yeah.
It's so nice to actually being here, getting to know you a little bit better as well.
Yeah, and you. Yeah, it's because like we said before, I don't really socialise much. I'm not very good at it.
I think you're really good at it, actually, to be quite honest.
But yeah, it's really nice to meet you, and I do need to do more car shows, and I need to drive. That's probably something I would say is I don't drive my cars enough.
Yeah.
And I think it's getting the balance between having respect for a car, but then having too much respect that you don't want to use the car.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think my daughter, because I've got 2 kids because I'm old.
Not at all, actually.
my eldest daughter wants an MX-5,
Yeah.
and she wants an RX-7, which is brilliant.
Nice. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. She's just got into initial D, so she's constantly bothering me about A8060s and things like that.
Yeah.
But I said to her, like, don't have too much respect for a car, because then you won't enjoy driving the car so much. So hopefully she'll learn from my mistakes. I think we're going to do a test so that people can hear this car as well. What do you think about that? Yeah, we can give it a go. Yeah.
So be right back.
Yeah.
So what did you all think about Mark and his Evo? If you want more videos like this, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I have noticed that a lot of people that are watching the videos but not subscribing. It would mean the world if you would subscribe, and I wish you all a great Sunday. Take care. Bye bye.
These brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die.